Check 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
For the invocation, I will be reading a poem by Mary Oliver called Mysteries, Yes. Truly we live with mysteries too marvelous to be understood. How grass can be nourishing in the mouths of the lambs, how rivers and stones are forever in allegiance with gravity, while we ourselves dream of rising. How two hands touch and the bonds will never be broken. How people come from delight or from the scars of damage to the comfort of a poem. Let me keep my distance always from those who think they have the answers. Let me keep company always with those who say, "Look," and laugh in astonishment and bow their heads.
So please be seated. So good afternoon, Gophers, and good afternoon to our friends and families of the Goucher community here today. So I'm pleased and proud to welcome you to the 2025 Spring Convocation. This event is especially important to all of us. Each year, our community convenes to celebrate the start of the academic year with our fall convocation, and taking the opportunity to look back and celebrate the many talents and accomplishments of our amazing students, faculty, and staff at our spring convocation. But first, I want to extend a huge congratulations to all our seniors. You've made it. Your hard work, commitment, leadership, and involvement in everything Goucher has to offer has gotten you here. I hope you're as excited as we are to celebrate you walking across this stage 2 weeks from today to receive your diploma. So also, congratulations to our graduate students. I applaud the hard work and determination it has taken you to arrive at this moment, oftentimes balancing the demands of work, family, and school to get to this point. So we're so delighted to celebrate your accomplishments here today as well. And so finally, I want to thank the Goucher staff and faculty, family and friends for your tireless support of our students these past few years and for joining us to recognize and celebrate our graduates' achievements. So let's get this convocation underway, and we'll start first with some special presentations for our staff.
Hello. The Staff Excellence Awards celebrate the outstanding contributions of Goucher staff who consistently go above and beyond in their roles. What makes these awards especially meaningful is that all nominations come directly from fellow staff, faculty, and students. This year, we received 41 nominations from 34 different submissions, a testament to the dedication, care, and hard work happening across our campus every day. Choosing just 4 award winners from such an inspiring group was no easy task. But without further ado, I present to you the 2025 Staff Excellence Award winners. Will the following individuals, if you are present, please join me on stage? Erica Gardner, Leslie Otterbein. I'm going to invite you all at once. Derek Borowski. And Margaret Clark. So I will be kind. I want you to have your moment in the sun, but if you would rather take your seat, I do want to read a few words from your nominators. You may stand here, but you may also have a seat if you would rather not have the spotlight. It's up to you, but I would welcome you. Stay? Okay. I rather like that. Thank you. All right. It's my honor to read these excerpts from the many nominators, starting with Erica Gardner, Director of Student Engagement. Erica is described by students as someone who makes sure every student feels valued and heard, creating a welcoming space where differences are celebrated. This year, she took on new student orientation, hired and trained 25 Goucher guides, and taught a first-year experience course, all while championing events like Gopher Madness and First Fridays. One of her nominators said, there are countless students who will readily share that OSE, and specifically Erica, have shaped their undergraduate experience. Erica, thank you for your creativity, leadership, and for being an undaunted advocate for our students. Congratulations. Leslie Otterbein, Associate Director of Student Financial Services. During the upheaval of the FAFSA simplification process, Leslie handled an immense volume of manual corrections, often working beyond deadlines to ensure students received the aid they needed. One nominator said, without Leslie's advocacy, many of these students would not have had the opportunity to attend college. She not only tackled the technical challenges, but also served on a state task force to help improve financial systems statewide. Her effort earned praise not only in our office, but from families and students online. Leslie, thank you for standing in the gap and ensuring access to education for our students. Congratulations. Derek Borowski, Senior Site Director for the Goucher Prison Education Partnership. Derek's colleagues describe him as the embodiment of Goucher's community principles in how he interacts with others and the approach he takes to his work. I'll give you an example they posed. Each week, without being asked, he enters the prison on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings to ensure students get in front of the dinner line to eat on time so that they can get to class on time. On days he can't be there, he calls in to make sure it happens. His nominators wrote, "We are so lucky to work with Derek. He exemplifies responsibility and integrity, and he does whatever it takes to make sure GPEP students are supported. Derek, your leadership and fierce advocacy make an extraordinary impact. Congratulations." And finally, Margaret Clark, Senior Stable Assistant, Equestrian. Margaret brings warmth and joy to the Goucher Barn. Her nominees shared, "She makes everyone feel safe and welcome. She pulls you out of your shell and makes you feel like you belong. She goes out of her way to take care of the horses and the people." Her nominees called her one of my favorite people on campus. Margaret, thank you for being a bright light in our community and for your unwavering care of our students and our animals. Please join me in congratulating all of our Staff Excellence Award winners. Your contribution makes Goucher a better place every day. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you kindly. Also, thank you to the Goucher Choral Society again. Thank you so much. My name is Erica Camp, and I'm the Vice President of Student Affairs, and it's my pleasure to start by presenting the Leadership Awards. Many students contribute enormous amounts of time and energy in making Goucher College a community in its fullest sense. We're especially indebted to our seniors who have filled leadership positions in various campus organizations and in the residential halls. Therefore, I'm pleased to announce this year's Senior Leadership Awards. The first award, the Martha A. Nichols 38 Prize. This year, the prize goes to Olivia Reichert. The Marilyn Silverman Apter 41 Memorial Prize. This year, the prize goes to Abdul Siam. The Rhoda M. Dorsey Award. This year, the award is shared by 4 students. The first, Sam Cussif. Next, Olivia Reichert. Abdul Siam. And Kimberly Vasquez. The Elizabeth Nuff Emerging Leader Award. This year, the award goes to Rawasi Al-Jamal. The Senior Leadership Awards. This year, the award, first of all, is shared by 6 students, 3 within the Maryland Correctional Institution at Jessup and 3 within the Maryland Correctional Institution for Women. So those students can't be with us, but a round of applause for them. It is also shared by Eliza Abadi, Eric Banks, Ruby Duvall, Esther Everson, Adele Freeman, Alyssa Hicks, Emma Kistner, Sam Cussif, Shelby Meek, Jaslyn Pham, Olivia Reichert, Dondre Roberts, Charlie Schaefer Canner, and Kimberly Vasquez. The Mazer Family Fund Prize. This year, the prize goes to Abdul Siam. The Ethel Marie Apter Halpern 42 Memorial Community Service Prize. This year, the prize goes to Eliza Abadi. The Evening Daily Herman 37 Prize. This year, the prize goes to Muhammad Rahman. The Corinne Renee Elaine Amos 93 Memorial Prize. This year, the prize is shared by Lily Lawazo, Nahida Mim, Juliet Moss, Jaslyn Pham, and Abdul Siam. The Nina Tolley Ewing 72 Memorial Fund. This year, the Memorial Fund goes to Jossie Harris. The Ruth Baird Thompson 31 Award. This year, the award is shared by Katie Bloom, and Kalis Wynn. The Scholar Athlete Award. This year, the award goes to the Theo Asparella. The Robert Lewan Team Academic Achievement Award. This year, the award goes to the women's tennis team. Receiving the award on behalf of the women's tennis team is Eliza Abadi. The Newman Award. This year, the award goes to Tennis Thornton Filial. The Josephine E. Fisk Gopher Pride Award. This year, the award is shared by Nicholas Gambon Jr., and Athena Romaine Savick. Come on.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to introduce the graduate awards. The first one is the Masters of Art in Teaching, and the award goes to Rebecca Litke. The Action Research Prize goes to Michael McQuarrie. Now I'm going to introduce the undergrad awards, and the first one is in education, and the Beulah B. Tayton Award goes to Meg Longo. The Education Prize in honor of Eli Velder is chaired by two students, Ela Robinson and Emily Strickland.
Good afternoon. My name is Jeannie Murphy, and I will be reading the awards for our students in Humanities and Interdisciplinary Studies. The Dorothy E. Brody Class of 35 Prize for Academic Achievement in Women's Studies is awarded to Sam Cussiff. The Dorothy E. Brody Class of 35 Internship in Women's Studies is awarded to Maddie Kelly. The Helen Carroll Shelley 1924 Prize in Romance Languages for our Spanish majors this year is shared by Jonathan Alvarado, Alora Collier, Shira Pemstein, Kimberly Vasquez, and Manny Vidal. The Calvin Prize for a History major is awarded to Daniel Osmeyer. The Jean H. Baker Award in History, supported by the Calvin Fund, goes to Reese Finnegan. The Julie Roy Jeffrey Award in History, supported by the Calvin Fund, goes to Kate Beck. The Gladys M. Dorsey 1926 Memorial Award is awarded to Esther Everson. The Helen Carey Shelley 1924 Prize in Romance Languages for our French majors this year is shared by Madeline Brown. She's in France right now and couldn't make it. Eddie DeSaro. Esther Everson. And Nikolai Prieb. The Joe Morton Award for Outstanding Achievement in Peace Studies is awarded to Nikolai Prieb and Paige Wilson. The Mary Carmen Rose Prize in Philosophy, supported by the Ruth A. Katz Fund, was established by the Philosophy Department through the generous support of Ruth Herringman Katz, class of 1939. This year, the award goes to Sebastián Quiroz. The Gertrude Sherby Rand Class of 33 prize recipients are Annalise Bernhardt, and Lily Craig. The Eleanor Spencer Award goes to Sarah Begelman and Kimberly Schleimer. And the Isabel Kellogg Thomas English Prize is awarded to sophomore Ash Brown and junior Shelby Ferncrombie. Congratulations, everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Kevin Schultz. I am Associate Professor of Chemistry, and I am happy to announce the awards today for the Center for Natural Computer and Data Sciences. The Jesse L. King Prize this year is shared by Hadley Dowell, William Frazier, and Zayan Sami. The Gardner B. Moment Prize in Biology is shared this year by Karen O'Brien. And Isabel Buffum Robbins. The Ann Matthews Lacey Prize in Genetics goes to Olivia Catania. The Leah Seidman Schaefer 1926 Prize in Microbiology is shared by Olivia Catania. And Rin Rohan. The Tilly Snyder Schoenfield 36 Prize in Biology is shared by Zoe Catherine Michaels. And Cass Sturdivant. The Dr. Helen M. Haberman Prize goes to Brandon Puckett. The Dr. Helen B. Funk Prize goes to Katie West. The Mary Derrickson McCurdy 30 Fellowship, this year the award is shared by Kadita Adipo and Courtney Douglas. The Edith Schneider Moses 46 Prize in Chemistry goes to Cass Sturdivant. The Hilda Gabrilov 48 and Dr. Janice Gabrilov Dersulitis 73 Chemistry Prize is shared by Trevor Bow Oh, we messed it up. We planned that too. Hadley Dowell. Sarah King. Zion Sami. Jessica Towns. And Camden West. The Edith Ford Sollers 31 Memorial Award in Chemistry goes to Rin Rohan. The Millie Bilasky 1903 Prize in Chemistry is shared by Alyssa Howell and Zoe Wright Riley. The Mary Catherine Boone Ekin 40 Prize in Computer Science goes to Juliet Moss. The Pearl Davis Levitt 28 Prize in Integrative Data Analytics or Computer Science is shared this year by Lillian Bassett and Ethan Hadding. The Data Mathematics or Computer Science Writing Prize goes to Noah Muderes. The Marion M. Torrey Prize in Data Science is shared this year by Marcellus Mwangi and Rin Rohan. The Alumni Prize for Excellence in Physics and Engineering Science this year goes to Peter Kappen. The Alumni Prize for Service in Physics and Engineering Science is shared this year between Garrett Bosch and Eddie DeSaro. Congrats.
Tom Ghirardelli, a professor of psychology and the Center representative for the Center for Social Sciences. The MA CPA Outstanding Student Award this year goes to Nia George. The Max Hochschild Prize for Excellence in Economics. This year, the prize is shared by Tyler May and Shuichiro Takanaka. The Environmental Studies Prize this year goes to Sophia Peterson. The Sarah T. Hughes Class of 1917 Award for Academic Excellence in Politics and Public Policy this year goes to Kimberly Vasquez. The Sarah T. Hughes Class of 1917 Prize for Practical Politics. This year the prize goes to Christian Hauk. The Lee Snyder Lovett Class of 33 Prize this year goes to Caitlin Bucci. The Ariel Singer Prize this year goes to Olivia Reichert. The Ruth C. Wiley Prize in Psychology this year is shared by Anaya Carrington and Cal Steele. The prize for excellence in psychology this year is shared by Jacob Connell and Cleo Caprillion. The Richard Pringle Prize in Critical Psychology this year is shared by Anaya Carrington and Josue Melendez Pereira. The Joan K. Burton Award in Sociology this year goes to Justin Wade. The Betty Cooper Wallerstein 58 Prize in Sociology this year is shared by Quinn Kirkpatrick and Caitlin Rowe. Congratulations.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michael Curry, and I am the Center Representative for Writing, Art, and Media. The Gloria Levine Prize in Communication and Media Studies in honor of Brownlee Sands Corrin, this year the award goes to Samuel Rose. The Gail V. Economos Class of 76 First Graduate in Communication and Media Studies Prize in honor of Dr. George and Mrs. Cassie Economos and Aspasia Casada. This year, the award goes to Jordan Wood. The Aaron Falarka Class of '05 Memorial Academic Achievement Award this year is shared by Betsy Eastman, and Shelby Meek. The Aaron Falarka Class of '05 Memorial Award for Undergraduate Study this year is shared by Kristen Lim, Abby Laurie, and Myasia Timmons. The Friends of Goucher Dance Prize for Outstanding Achievement in the Major. This year, the prize goes to Sam Cussif. They get you from behind. The Julia Gontram Hill Award in Music. This year, the award is shared by Emma Chase and Riley Ann Raspa. The Ruth Blaustein Rosenberg Class of '21 Prize in Music. This year, the prize is shared by Isabella Montenegro and Molly P. Smith. The Stefania Maniowski Summerman Class of '34 Prize this year is shared by Stella Rose and Willow Mayer. The Gail Davis Morris Class of '53 Prize in Music in honor of Otto Ortman. This year the prize goes to Zev Israel. The Robert Hall Lewis Prize this year goes to Charlie Brizoner. The Beverly and George Pollock Memorial Prize this year goes to Adria Fielkowski. The George Brendan Dowell Award in Theater this year goes to Jaden Stragus. The Kairos Award for Excellence in Writing, Rhetoric, and Research this year is shared by Andrea Bailey, Lillian Bassett, Jupiter Barry Smith, Tristan Brown, Max Frank, Dylan Halstead, Shelby Meek, and Jada Ray. The Lizette Woodworth Reese Award this year is shared by Anaya Carrington, Sophia Leitner, Enzo Rocksmith, and Leah Singer. The Eleanor DeNoon Class of '36 Poetry Prize this year is shared by Jupiter Barry Smith, Kira Morton, Sierra Murphy, and Rin Rohan. The 2024 Kratz Summer Writing Fellowships. Students, for these awards, when you hear your name, please stand up so that you can be recognized. This year, the fellowship is shared by Miriam Abdurrahim, Jupiter Barry Smith, Sophia Leitner, Kristen Lim, Kira Morton, Sierra Murphy, Tova Ozlovich, Maya Platt-Chukotski, Rin Rohan, Emily Strickland, Leah Singer, and Kristen Wheeler. Congratulations to all of you.
Good afternoon. I'm Elaine Meyerly, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs. This year's Phi Beta Kappa in memory of Nancy J. Engelhardt, 64, and Brooke Pierce Award goes to Caitlin Rowe. This year's Shirley C. Segrin, 53, Prize for International Studies goes to Jersey Ingstrup. This year's Mary Hortrop Breedy, 46, Prize for Social Services to Baltimore goes to Fern Moore. This year's Elizabeth Deal Lawrence, 66, and Brian Huntington Lawrence Prize for Innovative Teaching goes to Brianna Tonge. This year's Joe DeGraw Mears Fellowship is shared by Heather Parkin, Bronwyn Burke, Marissa Spear, and Ian Meyer O'Connor. This year's Brooke and Carol Pierce Center for Undergraduate Research in Special Collection Fellowship is shared by Madeline Brown, Tristan Brown, and Mariam Abdurrahman. Goucher is also proud to announce the following other undergraduate scholarships and fellowships given in support of graduate level studies. Students, for these, when you hear your name, please stand up in place so that you can be recognized. This year's class of 1905 fellowship is given to Fahim Fizi, Caitlin Bucci, Kate Beck, Madeline Kelly, Marcellus Mwangi, Marissa Spear, Shelby Meek, and Reese Finnegan. This year's Stimson Duval Fellowship is given to Jada Ray, Hannah Marie Lehman Frum, Karen O'Brien, and Marissa Spear. This year's Elizabeth King Ellicott Fellowship is given to Kate Beck and Olivia Reichert. This year's Floral E. Langdon Fellowship goes to Hannah Marie Lehman Frum. This year's Eleanor Voss 56 Fellowship goes to Caitlin Bucci. Next, those initiated into membership in the Beta of Maryland chapter of Phi Beta Kappa. Again, students, when you hear your name, please stand up in place so you can be recognized. Please stay standing, and audience, hold your applause to the end because there's quite a few. Isabel Buffum Robbins, Hadley Dowell, Ruby Duval, Esther Everson, Reese Finnegan, Dylan Greifinger, Vivian Huddleston, Maddie Kelly, Sam Cussif, Murphy Larkin, Avery McKern, Zoe Catherine Michaels, Juliet Moss, Karen O'Brien, Shira Pemstein, Kaylee Ray Williams, Buck Rogers, Zion Sami, Charlie Schaefer Canner, Jaden Strages, Emily Strickland, and Paige Wilson. And now for the faculty awards. The academic success of our students that we have been celebrating today certainly is due to all of your hard work and talent, but also to your faculty members who are dedicated teachers and mentors. Our awards for excellence in teaching were established to recognize and encourage outstanding innovation, outstanding instruction, effective facilitation of learning, and innovation in and out of the classroom. One award is for a faculty member who is not tenured, and one is for a tenured faculty member. Many strong faculty members were nominated by their colleagues, creating very difficult decisions, and I appreciate past award recipients who reviewed and ranked the nominees for this year's winners. And I have, the nominations were particularly rich this year, and I have paraphrased as much as I can of them, including changing pronouns for some element of suspense until the end. So our first award winner's nominator has observed their teaching firsthand and is very impressed by their ability to engage their classes with humor, with boundless energy, and with intellectual rigor. They take their rich firsthand experience in their field and give it directly to their students. Their mentorship has not only been seen in the classroom and in their advising student groups on campus, it has also been evident in the number of students they help break into their field after they graduate. They have been, and still are, very generous with their time in support of students. In their methods class, their real gift is the ability to relay their own experience as a scholar and writer to the theoretical content of their own book, which they give to students as part of the course. Students get an invaluable insight into how theory can be applied in very real-world ways. This professor is a master of some of the most fundamental and necessary aspects of classroom teaching. First, they have the remarkable ability to deftly lead an analytic conversation in any direction the students might take it. No matter what questions students raise or what observations they make, they can bring out a thoughtful, multi-layered response, often accompanied with a hilarious true story that illuminates the discussion. They have a facile and agile mind that, combined with their boundless energy and self-deprecating humor, give them the characteristics of a highly skilled improviser. But as good as they are at winging it, they plan their courses with meticulous care, carefully guiding their students from one module to another, scaffolding each step of the course assignments and providing invaluable one-on-one advice to every student. They encourage students to find their own passion in terms of their research, while at the same time pushing them towards more and more sophisticated inquiries. Then they carefully guide students to resources and questions that will lead them to successful papers and projects. They encourage the students' passion, promotes dreaming big in terms of choosing their research topics, and their encouragement always comes with the promise of their help. When they talk about student work, they always say we, as in we can get through this together. Their teaching is truly based in genuine partnership and authentic mentoring. One of our past recipients, who shares a hallway with our award winner, added, "I can attest to the consistent flow of students to their door daily. They are regularly engaging with students, either going to class or coming from it. Their consistent support of their students, both inside and outside the classroom for years, is worthy of recognition." Another past recipient said, "Because of this professor's stellar teaching and their visibility in the Baltimore metro area, we are fortunate to have them here." This professor themselves says, "The primary purpose of journalism is to serve democracy by providing citizens with vetted information and analysis they can use to make decisions about their lives. That's the way I practice and teach it. I cannot imagine a timelier moment to recognize that crucial work, and this year's teaching award to a non-tenured faculty member goes to Dr. David Zurowick." Where is he? We thought he was going to be here. He will get his citation later, and we will tell him about the warm applause. Something must have come up at the last minute. His nominator had worked to get him here. Okay. For a tenured recipient, the nominator wrote that this professor has a wonderful ability to combine work that cultivates students' creative side with critical analytical thinking. In recent years, they have assiduously sought out new materials for their courses, choosing new readings that include, for example, Indigenous Perspectives, The Jewish Immigrant Experience, and Reflections from Childhood as a Young Transgender Person, highlights the inclusivity evident in their lessons and activities. This content takes into consideration both our students' different types of learning styles and the responsibility to share with them the outlooks and experiences from many racial, ethnic, religious, and socioeconomic backgrounds. And the active learning that this professor cultivates in their courses goes well beyond student-centered discussions. One of this professor's most impressive achievements is in the design of new courses is the implementation of a variety of creative expression projects as assignments. Creative writing, spoken word, e-anthologies, podcasts, videos, comics, even musical presentations. One student said, "This class was the one that helped me grow the most this semester. I could vocalize and share my ideas more. The professor encouraged me to get out of my comfort zone more. The assignments and readings were very interesting and some were fun." Quoting their nominator again, who observed a class, "There were several excellent pedagogical practices that this professor demonstrated in this class. First and foremost, the completely student-centered nature of the lesson. From the review of homework questions to an activity that gave students free rein to practice their creativity, the class session was well planned and structured, yet put the students first and gave them space to explore new ideas, question their own assumptions, and enjoy the art of learning. The students were highly engaged and their participation never waned. Additionally, as the students shared their ideas and interpretations of the story, the professor gave frequent and helpful feedback, asking them follow-up questions and being supportive of their responses. This class was a clear demonstration of the exploration of different viewpoints among the students and from the reading, and the presentation of cultures unlike those of the students. And the final reflective piece that was a part of the drawing exercise is also an essential element of high-impact teaching practices." I happened to have the privilege of discussing this professor's post-tenure review just yesterday, and she was bubbling with pleasure at how much the whole class enjoyed and laughed in their final session, bringing me some samples of the creative projects. I can also add that she explicitly views her own scholarly reinventions and collaboration with colleagues in service as part of her teaching through role modeling. Her nominator agrees as well, saying, "I believe it demonstrates an enthusiasm for exploring the humanities from various perspectives, a desire to be a lifelong learner, and a joy for sharing the power of language with others." This year's teaching award for a tenured member of the faculty goes to Dr. Florencia Cortez Conde. Come on up. This year, our Faculty Affairs Committee recommended a new Excellence in Service Award to recognize a faculty member who has served Goucher College, their program, and the Goucher community in a variety of ways. The intent of the award is to appropriately honor and recognize faculty members who demonstrate exceptional service to the college and its mission. This award is meant to recognize uncompensated service that is above and beyond normal faculty service expectations, but can include exceptional contributions to the college community as shown through leadership in faculty governance, departmental leadership, or administrative work, etc. All full-time faculty who have been employed at the college for at least 3 years are eligible for the award. Again, many worthy faculty members were nominated by their colleagues for this new award. One of the nominators for this year's award winner wrote that their service contributions to the campus community are exceptional. At one point, they were serving on both the curriculum committee and the reappointment and tenure committee at the same time due to an inability to find anyone else to represent their division on those standing faculty governance committees. Both of those committees involve a significant amount of work, and it is beyond exceptional that they served on both, while also being chair of the department and shouldering a high teaching and advising load. In recent years, they have served on 3 search committees, chaired 3 CRC committees, led their department's self-study and external review, and this year stepped in to cover and then address a sudden staffing emergency. They willingly rise to the challenge and never hesitate to put their students and their department first. Another nominator said this professor has consistently demonstrated dedication in students and the entire Goucher community that goes far above and beyond expectations of the college. They take very seriously all the duties and responsibilities of being a department chair, from course mapping and scheduling to writing the external program review. As they believe very strongly in the mission and vision of Goucher, they also regularly represent their department at admissions events. In addition to that, they have on average 30 to 35 student advisees each year. When they are on campus and not in class or in a meeting, their office door is open for those advisees, other students, and colleagues. They are generous with their time and their knowledge for anyone who stops by, has a question or a concern. Their leadership is essential to their department colleagues, to their department as a mentor and source of support for their department colleagues. As if chairing one of the largest departments on campus were not enough, this professor has been serving as the head of another fairly new minor program outside of that as well. This professor plays a crucial role in faculty governance, serving on the Budget and Planning Committee for over 6 years, including as its chair and as one of the faculty representatives on the Trustees Finance Committee. After several years as the official faculty athletic representative, acting as a liaison between Goucher coaches and the faculty, this professor has continued their work with men's soccer, men's basketball, and the equestrian teams to promote athletics and give athletes the assistance and encouragement they may need when facing academic challenges. Year-round, they also spend time working with prospective student athletes and the corresponding coaches to assist with recruitment. They maintain email contact with the students, meet on video calls or in person with them and their family. On average, they actively recruit about 10 to 12 student athletes a year. This professor's hard work and commitment have had a significant and positive influence on the Loyola and Johns Hopkins 4+1 programs. They have worked with interested students, as well as admission staff at both of these institutions to launch these initiatives. They are a tireless and ever-positive representative of our college, and they do all they can to support the school's success. Much of the work they do may not be seen on a daily basis, but they are always eager to put in extra time to be a supportive colleague, a leader, as well as a team player. Other colleagues said that this professor rose to the top among a very worthy pool of nominees for their engagement with students, dedication to the institution, service to the college, and ethical principles, and because they do so much on this campus, both formally and informally. This inaugural Excellence in Service Award goes to Dr. David Grossman. And finally, through the generosity of Carolyn Dobler Bruckrell, class of 1925. So 100-year anniversary of Bruckrell's graduation. Goucher College can honor a full-time tenured faculty member whose achievement during the last year deserves a special recognition based on their outstanding teaching, excellent research, and extensive service. I often say kind of like our MVP award for the year. Nominations were solicited from the whole faculty, and the past Bruckrell Award recipients recommended the winner. The winner of our 2025 Bruckrell Award, according to their nominator, has revamped their curriculum twice. Never willing to teach any course the same way twice, they are constantly upgrading and improving all of their courses. In the words of one of their colleagues, they are a consummate colleague to faculty and a fierce advocate for Goucher students. A former Bruckrell Award winner adds, they teach their program's courses as well as the CPEA with rigor and creativity, continually revising and improving their curriculum to enhance student learning. This professor has served as the chair of their department for many years. They also served as a faculty member at large for 3 years and on more than one challenging CRC. One of their colleagues says of their leadership, they have always been a colleague who is available and supportive. As chair of their current department, they oversee more than just the course scheduling and budget management for one program, but several, and judiciously. This professor is also the #1 recruiter for all the programs in the department and a one-person welcoming committee for prospective students, volunteering to attend every admissions recruiting event. As a result, their major is one of the fastest growing on campus. They're not only a successful recruiter, but also an effective retainer. Their weekly Friday afternoon teas are an important event for creating a sense of community within their program. In addition to overseeing the usual academic components of a department, this professor also coordinates the productions and exhibitions of all the programs, coordinating the calendar, the budgets, publicity, and personnel. This year, they stepped in and facilitated arrangements at the last minute that made a very large event take place successfully. This department has facilities in 6 or more buildings across the campus with many spaces that must be managed and maintained. One of the former Bruck-Earl winners said this professor is a longtime faculty member who has served in so many different capacities, taught so many students on both the Towson and Jessup campuses, has carried their program by themselves many different times, and is an incredible asset to the community. Another said they bring such positive energy and commitment to all things Goucher. A third weighed in that they embody the teacher-scholar we all aspire to become. A gifted teacher and a pillar of the community, they are one of the most collegial, empathetic human beings in our community. They are always ready to extend a hand to students and colleagues alike, and are not afraid to roll up their sleeves and work for the college with grace. An incredible achiever, they are also humble and never toot their own horn. I could not dream of a better person deserving of the Bruck-Earl Award. A fourth said, I have witnessed personally how much they do for the college and how demanding this year was, and they're teaching at GPEP while doing everything. And a fifth summarized, this professor is a wonderful colleague and can always be counted on to support faculty, staff, and students in a kind and compassionate manner. I view their commitment to the recruitment, retention, and the broader Goucher community as a reflection of their deep and sustained investment in the college's mission. Regarding excellent scholarship, their nominator writes, this professor, here's where the mystery stops, is a composer whose work includes chamber music, solo, orchestral, and choral works, and a short opera that was premiered here at Goucher. His work has been performed and recorded throughout the Northeast and Midwestern United States, as well as in Italy, England, Croatia, and Russia. His work is sought after by other musicians. He himself is somewhat surprised as the number of musicians who have commissioned him to compose music for them because, in his words, my music is not easy to perform. In recent years, largely as a reaction to the pandemic, he has been composing piano music for himself to play, some of which was heard at a Goucher concert in 2023. He's eager to begin recording their music and hopes to make use of the new recording studio on campus. One former Bruck-Earl winner added, I've also had the honor and great pleasure of listening to some of his complex musical compositions and listened to him talk about the influence of Camille de Saint-Saëns on his music. It gives me great pleasure to announce this year's recipient of the Bruck-Earl Award, Dr. Kendall Kennison.
Well, very well. Quite something. So thank you all for joining us here today to celebrate the many accomplishments of our graduates, to honor our faculty, and salute our hardworking staff. You make us all Goucher proud. So take care, be well, and I look forward to seeing many of you at the numerous affinity ceremonies next week, celebrations scheduled over the next 2 weeks, and leading up to our undergraduate and graduate commencement ceremonies right back here, not out on the lawn, but right back here on Friday, May 23rd. I hope everyone will join us then. So meanwhile, I'd ask you all to please stay seated while the music plays and the recessional is over with. Thank you and congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.